You gonna do it?
Oh, you want me to do it?
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Small Disney Podcast. This is April.
I'm Eric.
And today we're going to talk about 24-hour trips.
What?
That's what you sound like when you do the intro.
I sound exactly like that?
Exactly like that, to a T.
Like a dollar store general Goofy? That's okay. We got Goofy at home. That's what that was. So seriously, we have been debating on something. This is a true, what do we want to spend our extra money on? Should we be responsible or should we go to Disney?
I hate being responsible.
I'm
I'm just going to tell you.
But we've been trying to figure out ways to, get to Disney
More?
more.
Isn't that what we're always trying to do?
And it's like, I don't know why. You showed me a video of somebody, like, pretty much flying down to Disney, staying all day, and then flying back. And it really just, I'd never thought of doing that.
I mean, it has opened up a whole new world for you. I'm cracking up. You have not been able to stop talking about it. And I mean, I'm pretty sure you were up all night thinking about it. And it was so funny just watching the progression of, first you were like, oh, yeah, that's funny. That's awesome. I bet she's tired. And then it was like,
But it
and
really,
it just snowballed from there.
we're in a spot currently.
Well, let's give some context.
We're in a spot where you're going to give us some context.
That face. I was just going to say, we go to Disney like maybe 3 or 4 times a year now.
It's not enough.
It's not enough. It's not enough.
All right, I'm going to let you lead this one here.
No, go ahead.
Nope.
It is not enough. You are correct, sir. It is not enough. How many times would you like to go to Disney?
Once a week.
That would be amazing. But how many times would you like to go to Disney realistically, given that we live 13 hours away?
I mean, I would love to be able to go to Disney at least once a month, or at least once a bi-month, like every 2 months.
Who says okay.
I don't know, bi-weekly, bi-monthly.
Once every couple months?
At least once a month. Once
every bi-month. Okay.
Once every couple of months, preferably once a month.
That sounds like a great plan.
What is wrong with this? What?
I don't know. This is fun. Okay.
I need some tequila.
Yes.
I need a margarita.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
So
What kind of margarita? The last one we had was like a coffee-ish
corn
type
old
of-
fashioned.
But I had the coffee. It was
Had
a
La
new
Cava
one. It was
down
so
tequila.
good. Okay. So, yes, once a month would be great. It wouldn't put us in a hard spot financially.
You want to tell them what we're thinking? Because some people how would you go to Disney once a month?
Once a month. Let me tell you how we'd go once a month. Okay. So,
Once a month
would
without
get up at 2 a.m. and we would go to the airport and we would get on a plane at 5, land in Orlando around 8:30 or 9, get to the park about 9:15, 9:30, right? And then we'd just have all day there. And then we would get back, we'd get an Uber, we'd get back to the airport like around 8:30 and 8:30 or 9, get on the plane at 10 and head back home and feel like shit the next day because we'd be so tired and it'd probably be a work day. But we would have the best, 12 hours ever. Do one park.
It would consistently be about 24 hours total. And that's
That
why
will-
we're
yeah.
calling this our
24 hours
24-hour series where, yes. So I started looking at flights. When I started getting this idea, I was like, is this possible?
Laying in bed at 2 a.m. last night,
And
looking at all kinds of
one of the
different flights.
airports that is within that we either take the airport that's closest to us or one we have to drive a little over an hour. And luckily, the one where we drive a little over an hour they have consistent flights that are flying out at 5:45 to Orlando nonstop, getting to Orlando 8:30, and then they have a same day flight that flies back at like 10:30 at night.
Mm-hmm. No luggage.
No
Wouldn't
luggage.
take anything but just a regular little backpack.
No
That's
luggage, nothing else. These are cheap flights. So what a lot of people do, or I would think they do, they probably try to justify things. And my justification the whole time was, how much do we spend when we go out to one of our favorite like restaurants and bourbon bars? We end up spending a lot of money.
And you're not lying. Like, just full disclosure, like when we go out on a date night, and we try to do that like once a week because, we should. I mean, we're looking at like $150 by the time you get food,
appetizers,
and drinks,
dinner, and a couple of drinks,
and I feel
a
like
tip
that's it's about normal. So if you just cut that out, once or twice a month, maybe 3 times, there's
the trip.
That's the
right
trip
there.
paid for right there. Of course, we would need to do it on days that like the flights were inexpensive, and
Preferably, we're thinking our first one may be a Sunday. Unfortunately, we do got to work Monday morning, but that's just going to be a sacrifice we make. But on a Sunday, most of our kids have nothing going on, and that's probably the easiest day. And I found some really cheap flights. Like right now, if I booked our flight for the May date, we're thinking it would be about there and back $120 a person. So that's basically 2 dates that we put back. And then we just buy a ticket. We are planning on trying to do Epcot so we can catch the Flower and Garden Festival. So we fly down, we do our thing, like you said, maybe ride a couple of rides and enjoy the festival. So we're going to try to see how this works. In May, if nothing changes, we're going to do a basically 24-hour up at 2, leave the house, and probably will return at 2 a.m. the next day. And we're going to try to knock out a full day because I don't know, like if you're listening to this podcast, you probably understand the feeling of you've not been to Disney in a while or anything like that. We do have a family Disney trip booked, but it's not till August. And like we've never went that long in between from one trip to the other. And we're still trying to get over the ending of our last trip when the whole snowstorm thing happened. And we need to erase that from our minds.
We need a do-over. And if you're wondering, like, well, how would you do that with kids? For one, our kids are older. And, we have family that would stay with them for the full day that we went.
Honestly,
our daughter,
the way our kids are now, they don't even wake up till about 2:00 on Sundays.
No, they don't. No joke. 1 or 2 o'clock on a Sunday. And Sundays usually we don't have any activities going on, like no sports activities and things like that. So Sunday is just really the best day, and our kids really just don't care. They just really don't care much because they know they also get to go on our family trips. So, I mean, I think it would be fun. I think we could do it. I think we will be.
It is another affordable
though,
way to do Disney. I think a lot of people, you probably have people, if you're listening, that ask you, how do you do Disney and how do you afford Disney, when they don't realize how you can do Disney without going overboard.
Well, and I mean, of course, if you're someone that has to get everything in when you go to Disney, this plan is not for you.
No.
Because we are just going to relax and roam around and have drinks and enjoy the festival and get on a few rides. We have those rides that are must do's. I mean, we have those that are just non-negotiable, and then the rest of them is, if we get to get on them, that's fine. But if not, no big deal. We just enjoy the atmosphere. And I think that's why we can do a trip like this and not feel like we're missing out on everything. And of course, we probably wouldn't get Lightning Lane because
I wouldn't do it at Epcot. I think if this is something we are able to consistently do, I would probably, we do a Magic Kingdom or Hollywood Studios. I would probably
Definitely
go ahead
Hollywood
and
Studios,
book some Lightning Lanes. we'd probably be okay at Animal Kingdom. And we're also going to do a resort day where we
Yeah.
go to Disney
Hey,
Springs
Just
and a
fly
resort
down
day.
and do a resort day.
Yeah,
I mean,
fly
that would
down,
be
Uber to
awesome.
any
Yeah.
resort. We thought maybe start at French Quarter, get beignets for breakfast, and then head maybe to Disney Springs. And then once, maybe like Trader Sam's, or we decided to go to Grand Floridian, we could hit up the bars and then have some dinner and make a full day. But I'm really wondering if I can get the feeling of not having something else to do out of my head when I go.
What do you mean?
Like, am I going to be able to shake the feeling of we need to leave the park really fast and try to do something else before we go? Or can I just be like, we're only at Epcot for this time. I can't go do anything else.
I mean, I think if you just purely just think of the time that it would take to just get somewhere else and how big of a chunk of a time that would take out of the time that we have, it would probably help alleviate those
Will
feelings.
this take years off of our life?
Listen. I like to go to bed at 8 o'clock. I'm not going to lie. I track my sleep every night. I love sleep more than anything in this entire world. This may kill me, but I'm willing to go down for Disney. That sounded terrible.
I'm going down for Disney.
I mean, but it's not
What?
a lie. It's not a lie. It's not a lie.
So if our tickets suddenly become free and we're getting by with this much cheaper, I know what happened.
All for the pod, baby.
I don't know how I feel about this anymore.
Okay, I don't have anything else to add. Let's do this. Let's do 24. Why are you looking at me like that?
Down for Disney.
Let's do 24 hours at Disney. Can
It's not
you
at
do it?
Disney though. We
I
gotta
have a game.
we gotta specify. It's 24-hour trip to Disney.
That's too wordy.
I know, but we people are going to be like, but you didn't stay at Disney for 24 hours.
Who people? What people?
Internet.
Internet. John.
No, John wouldn't say that. John did want me to ask you a question
Oh, okay.
before we do our game.
Okay.
What pavilion is Frozen in?
I'm not answering that.
Because you don't know, do you?
You know what pavilion it's in.
But do you?
Yes.
Where is it?
Yes, I know.
Well, tell us.
You know, so I don't need to tell you. And it's not France.
Okay, that's the main thing. Where
It's
is
in
it
the
then?
Netherlands. I
Okay.
can't think of it off the top of my head.
The
What is wrong with me? Why do I always do
Well,
this?
we'll see next week if we can do that. What's the game you got?
Okay. Shut up. Okay, so 24-hour challenge trivia.
Okay.
Okay. So these questions are just about people who have done like 24-hour type of challenges, okay?
Okay.
So one of the most famous 24-hour challenges involves staying overnight in a store without getting caught. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
In 2017, a YouTuber was arrested after attempting this challenge inside which major retail chain?
Target.
Target, IKEA, Walmart, or Best Buy?
Oh, is it IKEA? It's either Target or IKEA. Target.
IKEA.
They did
Mhm.
ones in Target.
Yeah, but this
They
guy
got
was arrested. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so many YouTubers have attempted the 24 hours in a car challenge. On average, how many times does a typical person use the bathroom in a 24-hour period, making this challenge particularly difficult? Didn't Mr. Beast do a challenge like this?
Oh, I'm
I know he's
sure.
done a lot of 24-hour
24 hours in a freaking coffin.
And the bathroom is one of them. That's a big deal.
If I
for these
survive
challenges.
this, then every grandpa in the world will get new kneecaps or something.
Oh my God, Eric, stop. That's so mean. Okay, so 3 to 5 times, 6 to 8 times, 9 to 12 times, or 12 to 15
How much have
times.
they ate or drank?
In no context, and
You're at least
take
gonna-
out Crohn's patients.
Oh,
Crohn's people.
you're going to at least poop once. Probably pee 3 to 4 times. Whatever the 5 is.
3 to 5 or 6 to 8,
Oh,
9
God.
to
3 to
12.
5. It's either 3 to 5 or 6.
Okay, well, which one is it?
3 to 5.
6 to 8.
Why did you say it so fast?
Is that what? Is that the reason that you...
No, but why did you go, that's 6'8"? Why did you do
I
that?
don't know. Why are you trying to change the fact that, put it on me that you are getting these wrong? Okay, question 3. Surviving on just vending machine food for 24 hours sounds fun, but it might not be the healthiest choice. According to the FDA, what is the recommended daily limit of added sugar for an average adult, which many vending machine snacks exceed?
100 grams.
25 grams, 50 grams, 75 grams, or 100 grams?
100.
50. All
That's
three
the recommended daily is 50
Yes.
grams of sugar.
of added sugar.
Oh.
Added. See, that's the key word there.
So it could be
Added.
100. If you did normal 50 and then
And then-
added 50, you'd be
Right,
100.
yeah.
I got that one right.
No, you did not. Okay. How many grams of sugar do you think are in beignets?
200.
I would say
Do you have the answer?
no, I don't.
Well, that's an episode. Could have had the answer if you're going to ask the
I
question.
just thought of the question off the top of my head.
All right. Well, we'll look it up later.
Mm-hmm.
I really am excited for this. This is a pilot of our of what we're trying to do. I really am excited about this. I want it to succeed. I don't want to feel like I'm dying when I get done and get home. I don't think I will.
I'm gonna feel like this guy.
A Rancor?
I'm gonna feel like this
After
guy.
the door falls on him and then his
That's gonna
trainer's
be
like
me.
crying
That's
beside
gonna
of
be
him.
me Monday morning, right here. That's gonna be me Monday morning at
Well,
work.
I mean, he's alive on that one, so that's good.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, if you want to follow the show, you can go to Instagram. It's a Small Disney Podcast. You can follow me at Whiskey Mute. You can follow April at SmithApril859. And then you may be watching this on YouTube, or you may be listening to it on whatever podcast platform you use. But that's an episode. We'll see you next time. I'm Eric,
I'm April.
and this is a Small Disney Podcast. And that's a Rancor. He's actually got his ear pierced. I forgot about that. Yeah, his little trainer probably did that. The guy who cried. Do you remember when he cried?
Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah, me too.